All right, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, Randy with RTS Mobile Gaming, bringing you another fantastic Game of Thrones Dragonfire video today. In today's video, I'm on my $20 free-to-play friendly account, and I will be doing basically the first couple minutes of startup for this game. I just got through the first couple steps of the tutorial. I did the first Dragon Strike. I have set up my 2 blue armies that I did in the video that I released just before this. And now we're going to show you what to do in your first 10 or 15 minutes in the game. I'm going to put a stop clock up so you can actually see where I'm at in my timestamp as I edit the video and cut little bits of boring stuff out of the middle. I'm going to try and keep this to a short video, but again, the goal is to show you what you're going to do in your first 15-20 minutes to really optimize and make sure you get off to a great start. This is things that you actually really need to know, because if you mess these up, there is no way in this game to refill your stamina. It is a time-based refilling. There's no way in this game to get back lost troops without spending resources to train them. So I want to make sure you get off to a good start that is efficient and will give you the best chance to succeed in this game. All right? Now, if you like today's content, like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what other new player stuff you want to see. I'll do 3 or 4 more of these new player type videos just to give folks who are about to get started here a little bit of an edge over their competition. Here we go. Okay, we get the stopwatch going. Let's get rocking and rolling. The first thing we're going to do today is we are going to go ahead and take a look at the chapter quests. These are going to be what you want to focus on until you get to maybe chapter 10 or 11. You want to do nothing but chapter quests and capturing a few tiles. The chapter quests are going to be one of the best ways in the game to get resources very early on. You're going to get back most of the resources you spend on these different upgrades. I already did the Dragon Star rank when I did some summoning earlier for my 2 build video. I'm going to go ahead and accept that quest that I just completed. I also did the Dragon Strike level as part of the initial tutorial. I did level 1 and level 2. I'm going to go ahead and close that. I don't need to see. Okay, so we're going to see all the tooltips today. I'm going to accept my Dragon Strike level. And now the rest of these things, I'm going to skip this because I've already seen these in my first account. I'm going to go ahead and proceed through the rest of these. So all of these are the initial 4 resource buildings and then stronghold level 2. I'm going to go right to my build options. I'm going to go ahead and power through these. Please go away. Okay, I can't skip the tutorials. Got it. These will be a 2-second upgrades, so you're totally fine. You already have 2 builders by default. You could buy the pack for the 3rd builder. I bought the pack for a 3rd builder on my main account on 189. I have not needed a 3rd builder. There's only been maybe 10 times I've had 3 buildings going. There's just, when you get later in the game, the buildings are so expensive. They're going to cost you 6 or 7 hours worth of resources, and they only take 6 or 7 hours to complete. So you really aren't able to do more than 2 buildings at a time most of the time. Now that I've got these 4 done, I'm going to go ahead and go to the stronghold. And I'm going to upgrade that. This is going to complete my first chapter quest. I'm going to go back over here and we're going to go ahead and start clicking through these. The most important reward and the reason why I am doing these chapter quests before I send my troops out is because I want to get the food. I am going to use the food to power level a few of my dragons to level 15. And I got Shadowrun. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Shadowrun is a fantastic dragon. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, I'm picking up all kinds of food here, which is tremendous, okay? And we're collecting rewards, I'm skipping cutscenes, and I'm getting additional tiles that I can use to capture. The other thing I'm going to grab is 1 point in the army expansion. This war tactic is really nice. The army expansion war tactic allows you to have up to 5 armies on the battlefield. I already have 2 that are set up, but I don't want a path, so I don't want to attack low-level tiles with my good armies. I want to do what's called pathing. Pathing is when you use a weaker army. Really, you could path with any army. But pathing is when you grab tiles heading towards an objective. It's kind of self-explanatory. For weaker tiles, you don't want to waste one of your 10 moves because it takes 45 minutes to regenerate a move. So you don't want to use one of your 10 moves, 10 of your 100 stamina, on taking a weak tile unless you're in PvP and you need to do that for whatever reason. If you do not need to do that in PvP and you're just pathing around and growing and farming, do not waste stamina on your main fighters. We're going to go ahead and use army expansion to set up a pather army. Okay, I have my army menu open now. Let's set up that pather army. I'm going to go ahead and click on create army. Since I'm not trying to flip any enemy tiles aggressively or anything like that, I'm just going to grab, and looks like I actually almost have a full infantry build there. But I'm just going to grab Dawnseeker because I don't have a pike set up yet. I don't have heroes for a pike build. Dawnseeker's kind of by himself. I'm going to give him a friend because these are all blue dragons. On my main account, I was pathing with purple dragons and blue dragons. And my purple dragons were a little bit stronger. But at least now I'm going to have 2 dragons on the battlefield and I can actually path through and grab tiles that I want. The tiles that I'm going to actually want to be hitting are going to be level 2 and 3 tiles once I get my food upgraded. So I'm just going to wait a minute before I path anywhere. And we're going to go ahead and continue completing these chapter quests. We're going to train some troops because we'll need these troops to complete one of the chapter quests. Okay, we are continuing to march through some of the quests here. I'm going to go ahead and accept this reward. I'm going to accept that reward. The next 2 quests are tied to actually taking a tile on the battlefield. Let me go and see if I have enough Pew Pew to make Thunderstrike level up. Here, max feet. I can get him to level 6. So not the most level up that I'd like him to be. Level cap that I can get with food is level 15. But Thunderstrike is the first march I'm going to be powering up, so I'm going to go ahead and use my food and get him stacked up here. This is going to unlock higher troop counts in my march. It's going to give me a lot better stats on Thunderstrike, and it's going to allow me to basically take these tiles a little bit better. Okay, so now that we have Thunderstrike at level 6, I'm going to go ahead and plan to take one of these marches. Let's see. Level 2 march might be a little stiff for the first attack. Let's take a look and see how we feel about it. Oops. Total reinforcement failed. Okay, so I'm fighting a siege march. Now, normally 800 versus 900 troops, I take a lot of losses, and I still am going to take a decent amount of losses right now. But it's important to note that I will be killing those troops. On the flip side, I could do some pathing and head towards some of the other tiles here. In fact, pathing is going to be what I'm going to do for this first movement, because pathing is going to help me connect to this level 3 and level 5 for later. It's going to accomplish that kill 140 enemies, and I'm not going to waste stamina on Thunderstrike. I'm going to be able to keep leveling him up. So, good news. Good news is I'm able to path and make this happen, complete that quest, complete 2 quests, actually, and turn in the chapter and get more food rewards. All right, so let's take a look here. We are starting to level up now. We have leveled up Shadowrun and Dawnseeker 1 time. I'm going to go ahead and turn in these 2 quests. Look at that. Look at this. I'm getting so many resources just completing the chapter quests, okay? And that's all I'm going to do right now is follow the chapter quests. Now, in addition to doing the chapter quests, and I got some Thunderstrike shards there, which is fantastic news. At level 2, I get a good bit more damage output, so that's exciting. In addition to getting food, I'm also getting gold, and I'm getting Dragonbone keys. The Dragonbone keys will be used to summon more dragons in my summoning area. This is really fantastic. I'm going to get quite a few Dragonbone keys for free by doing chapter quests. Gold, you know, I could also summon dragons with, which is great. It's a little bit more expensive than 20 gold. And then territory influence, this is going to help me just overall increase my tile capacity. Collect the rewards on that. I'm going to skip the cutscene, and we are moving on to the next section. So let's go complete the Swift Stride. We need that. Dragon's Army. This is one of the most important upgrades in the game. This is actually, just to give you guys a hint, this is what I'm going to be prioritizing this entire first day or 2 on this free-to-play account, is Dragon Army. Getting stronghold upgrades is great. It's going to give me more tile capacity and a little bit higher barracks to store more troops, but that's it. This is different from other games where, you know, if you guys are familiar with other 4X games like Rise to War, as you upgrade your stronghold, you unlock stronger troops. You don't unlock stronger troops here. You unlock research to upgrade your troop strength, and you unlock things like Dragon Army 1, 2, 3, and 4, which will increase the capacity of your armies. This is going to allow you to take higher tiles. So I'm getting closer to the point where I can use Thunderstrike to actually take that level 2 or 3 tile. Dragon's Army doesn't just give you this many troops in one army. This gives you this many troops in all the armies, and it's per dragon. So this 50 troops is actually 50 troops per dragon. In a 3-dragon army, that's 150 troops. Thunderstrike only had 800 troops. I just added 150 troops, which is about, I don't know, 18, 19%, whatever that is. That is a substantial amount. And I'm going to keep upgrading this as much as possible because this is the best skill in the game for me to be able to push and take higher level tiles. All right, time to upgrade to Stronghold level 3 as my dragon army upgrades as well. In 30 seconds, I'll have Stronghold level 3. My dragon army level 4 is happening right now. This is going to actually, when this is done, I'm going to almost double the size of my Thunderstrike's March without even leveling Thunderstrike any further, which is what's so incredible about this upgrade ability. It's so nice. It's such a massive boost. And when you have all of these maxed out, they really add up. I mean, this one gives you 500 units per dragon. The first tier gives you 250 units per dragon. The third tier gives you 1,000 troops per dragon, and it keeps going up from there. So you really have to get these. This is the most important thing in the game, to give you troop capacity, which is essentially going to let your dragon do more damage and live longer. Now that I've completed the Stronghold level 3, I'm going to go ahead and turn in that quest right here after I skip the cutscene, and we're going to keep on collecting keys, food, dragon shards, gold, and tile cap increases, okay? And there we go. Bevloren has now been hatched. I now could technically make a Spear March because I have Bevloren and Jagadrix and Dawnseeker. So there we go. Now that my Stronghold is level 3, I can actually get the next tier of Dragon Army upgrades. Now these are going to start to get very expensive very quick, and I need to get my first Dragon Army to level 5 first, but in about 9 minutes and 30 seconds, I'm going to have Dragon Army 1 done. I'll be able to then, in the next 9 minutes after that, upgrade Dragon Army 2 to level 1. I'm probably going to pause there and save some resources for my Stronghold upgrades. At this point, I've more than doubled Thunderstrike's March capacity when those are both, when I have the first one at level 5 and the second one at level 1. That's going to really boost me up. Now it's time to keep going through and completing these chapter quests. And at this point, I think I'm pretty much ready to spend my first stamina on Thunderstrike. So let me go ahead. The next 4 are actually all about using a second army, capturing 2 more tiles, and one of them needs to be level 2+. That's going to be easy to do. Again, I'm going to go back. We're going to level Thunderstrike up right now. And I need to get him powered up as fast as possible. Going to max him out to level 10. So that's exciting. He is going to be much, much stronger now than he was at level 1. I'm going to be able to hold way more troops. And check this out. I haven't done a single move with Thunderstrike, and I have increased his army size from 300 to 1,800 just by using food to level him. And this is all in the first 19-20 minutes. I'm not really wasting a lot of stamina right now. I guess we could try the level 3. It's a little bit of a tough fight. I do want to maximize my damage output here. Do I want to push it this hard right at the very start? Yes. The answer to that is yes, I do. I am trying to do this video today to show you guys what free-to-play friendly players can actually accomplish. So, can your first strike be on a level 3 tile? Let's find out. Let's discover this together, okay? Let's discover. And it was a complete domination, ladies and gentlemen. I had the type advantage because siege damage gets a type deficiency right there. Oh, I can go ahead and claim all these things, whatever these are. Claim all. Oh, I got some gold. Good. Okay, so we have successfully captured a level 3 tile. I have now gained 800 more troops because I gained several levels on my lower level dragons. I don't know if I can capture... There's a level 4. These are level 4s. 3,000 troops. That's kind of pushing it. I'm going to skip that, but I am going to go ahead and capture another level 3 tile, get some more experience, and we should be ready to rock and roll. I'm also going to fill up my other armies here, because I have troops in there. And I'm capturing, there we go, a 3rd tile. I have now completed the entire chapter quest, and I leveled up fairly quickly. I have multiple dragons now that are high level. I have 2 6s and a 10. We are ready to rock and roll. As I continue to complete chapter quests, I am also, again, still capturing tiles because I want to start getting tile income. Level 1 tiles are fairly low income. Level 3 is going to give me 300 iron per hour. And you really want to end, and it looks like I had a stalemate, so I probably took some decent losses on that particular one. Not too bad. Okay. But yeah, so as you continue to do the fights, occasionally you will have stalemates against these low-level tiles. They have siege, so it's not too painful, and that's not too bad. But as we continue to do the chapter quests, we're also completing different events. Let me show you what I mean by events. Over on the left-hand side here are these two pop-ups. The first pop-up is going to show you the stages of the campaign and what you're going to do with them. The second pop-up is going to have the 20 different events that are happening in the first week of your server. The first week of the server, there are so many events, and you complete the events just by doing the normal things you like to do, completing the chapter quest, taking tiles, doing upgrades, and things like that. Conquering tiles, I'm about to pick up a bunch more resources here. Under Crushed Defenders, I'm going to get more resources. Look at this. I'm just stacking up resources now. Upgrading strongholds is going to give me resources and gold. Some of these upgrades give you dragon bone keys. Some of the upgrades give you dragon fire keys. These keys are absolutely god mode. These keys, every 20 pulls, you will get a multi-star purple dragon drop. These keys are next level. If you can get a gold key, get them. Every 20 gold keys, like I said, multi-hundred shards for a purple. Hundreds of shards for a purple. You will end up with a 4 or 5 star purple immediately after you get the 20 key pity pull. All right, guys, we just hit the 30-minute mark, and then my BlueStacks emulator crashed, so I'm back. Let's go ahead and see where we're at. Let's call it about 30 minutes right here. We're almost done with Chapter 7, which is great news. Chapter 7 is going to give me a lot more great rewards, a ton of food, a lot of Jagadrix shards. Once this chapter is done, I'm also at a place where all of my resources are maxed out from doing the chapter quests and turning in the events that I've already completed to date. So I'm really ready to keep growing and growing and growing. I can go ahead and keep completing all these different things and working towards powering up my next stronghold upgrade here, which I need barracks level 2. I also have over 1,200 gold, which means I can do 10 pulls on Vhagar. This is where you want to be pulling with your gold for your first week because you want to get Vhagar. He is one of the best legendary dragons in the game, especially at low stars. He has great skills right off the bat at low stars. I'm going to go ahead and skip all and let's see if we pulled. Let's see who we pulled today. We did not get Vhagar yet. Oh, I got Feskar. I got 100 charge for Feskar, so that means I now have a 2.5 star Feskar right here, which is great news. It looks like I have a few other dragons unlocked. Thunderstrike gained a star, so this is where you want to be using all your gold. And then in the hatchery, I have 7 keys in the hatchery, so I'm not going to do a pull yet. I'm going to get more keys by completing the chapter quests, and as I get 10 keys, I'm going to come back here and do a 10 key summit. Okay, so Feskar is actually going to be quite an upgrade over my 1-star blues here, and I'm actually going to, now Arlax is fairly strong. Arlax has some great crowd control that he can do, but he needs to be 2 stars, and without being 2 stars, he's not bringing me a lot of value. So I'm now going to swap Thunderstrike, his march. I'm going to take Aralix out of Thunderstrike's march, and I'm going to put Feskar in as a 2-star purple. Not only do I hold more troops, but I have way higher stats than my 1-star blue. And again, I have that nice second ability here, which is going to reduce the damage Thunderstrike takes. So, first 30 minutes are done. Here's the summary. If you like today's content, like and subscribe. Hopefully this has helped you become efficient as you kick off your new kingdom. I love you guys long time. Randy, out.